use it. It's my crutch.
Who am I on with?
You got Raul, you got the Zaffinator, you got the owner of Warner Brothers, and some loser. A tank ferret or something like that. God, I hate that guy, dude. He owes me money.
Yeah. He owed me money too.
Damn it.
All right, come on, work. Why don't you? Ah, there it is. There I am.
He's got good taste in eye candy though. So hell yeah, dude.
Nice.
I finished that other one, Canadian Shield.
Yeah, I saw that, dude. That came out great.
Thanks. So what are you guys still
energy.
doing up drawing, man?
Actually, I was writing, and then I decided.
Oh, James is in here. What's up, James?
Usual.
Who's that up there in the top right? Is that John?
Top right? No, that's me. That's ZAFF.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who's the weird dude in the hood down there?
That's me.
That's Raul.
Raul.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Hey, Don.
What's going on?
I thought Omer was going to be in here too.
I sent him the
I'm actually a
invite.
little surprised.
I sent him the invite, but the last
He's like he never goes
several
to
weeks,
bed.
he hasn't come.
Cool. Well, you guys carry on. I'm gonna work on this.
Word. I'm winding down. I'm cooked.
I've tried to wind down, man. I'm too fucking amped. I made the mistake of drinking a Mellow Yellow right before stream.
Yeah,
I love the fact that Mellow Yellow is still around.
Not as much as I do.
I used to drink that as a kid all the time.
Mellow Yellow is the shit.
Yeah.
Hey, good night, Art of Roy. Thanks for stopping by, man. It's always good to
What's
see
up,
you.
Art? Roy? Damn it, dude.
Art of Roy, latest, sir.
I'm with Roy there. I'm gonna have to tap out, gentlemen.
See, I drove away all the talent.
Yeah.
No. See, no, you're so good that
shut up,
you
dude.
shame us
Shut
into
up.
retreating into the shadows like the vermin we are.
Stop your bullshit.
Tank has really just been showing us the dancing titties all night. So.
Yeah.
And what the hell were you thinking putting a water gun in front of her ass? I mean, come on, dude.
Oh, I can fix that. Hold on. Let me,
How dare you ruin the aesthetics of the whole
Why
thing?
are you blocking that?
yeah, let me. Oop, wrong button. There we go.
Serve it up, dude. Serve it up.
There we go. Do the
Let me
spin.
get rid of that.
Go
Because
all
this
the way.
is a video game.
And
Put
now
the mouse on it. Come on, you.
There you go.
no thong, a water gun. Oh, you're really ruining it.
Hey, it's a tasteful swimsuit. All right.
You're supposed to have standards, man.
I do, and these aren't meeting it.
But that's okay. I'll make it smaller next time.
That's what she said.
Da. In fact, you know what? I'm up.
All right, Tank.
You know what? All right. You know what? F it. I'm gonna go do it right now.
Uh-oh.
Right now, goddammit. We wait.
We're gonna make it smaller right now.
Just when you thought the stream couldn't get any more interesting.
James took his paper and went home.
He does that, man.
James.
Where'd he go? Eaten by wildebeests?
He's probably
He's already,
getting something else to
he's
look
already
at.
planning his revenge.
Oh, he's right behind you. He's
Oh,
gonna
shit.
Undertaker your ass.
Has everybody seen Raul's missile nipples and filler?
Okay, I was looking down drawing it, and you said missile nipples, and I looked up.
Look at this titty. That titty's ready to go.
The late night boob stream.
ICBM breastises.
These are the standard size breastises. We always like bigger is better.
Oh, talking about breastises, this is available on my website.
Hold on. Oh shit, that's you?
No, this is
No,
Dan.
that's not.
I was gonna say, God damn.
That's
Fuck you
Dan
doing with
Wall.
the other
It
stuff?
is available on my website. They are it's 12 by 18. and it comes in a tube, so it's not folded or anything like that. So, but he did that for the campaign, and I've got a whole bunch of these posters. So,
That's really nice. Wow, that's nice. That's like it's like Vampirella crossed with Mystique's outfit.
Yeah,
I like Canada's fishnet gloves.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job.
That's nice.
I wish I could draw chicks like that.
I like that stained glass background. That's all done by hand.
Yeah, that's
Holy shit.
what it is.
That's crazy.
Well, dude, you're talking about Dan Wallace, man.
Yeah, he's all right.
He doesn't bullshit.
It's true.
Dan is sick.
In a good way.
Mm-hmm. In the best way.
What was that that anthology book? Didn't he have something in an anthology book like Deadlands or some shit?
Oh, yeah. Speaking of anthology book, guys, we got Buzz next week.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I haven't done anything for. I want to do the anthology, but I haven't done anything yet. So I figured I'd do it like on the stream.
Now you guys pick something to draw for that, right? So what if you pick any of the stories out of an anthology if you do it that way?
I don't know the rules, dude. On his.
Oh, it's
I
on
was
his
just gonna
part.
draw the Boba Fett looking dude.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
All right, I
probably
fixed
gets
it.
pissed off every time I say that too.
What's that character's name?
motherfucker? I don't know his name. I drew a Bloodbone for him years ago.
There you go, Tank. Much better.
See if I can find it.
Now it's a win. Now it's a winning waifu. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tank. I
Oh,
do
the
love
Spen.
your animations.
There's the Spen.
It's a great game.
As a lonely, lonely man, I love your animations.
Yeah.
Let me see. Bloodbone. All right. Okay, I finally finished Dale's cover. That's good. I ain't got to worry about that. Let me see. Still working on Wild Box's bullshit. Here we go. Bloodbone. Open that up. And okay, you want to make me big? I'll show you Bloodbone that I did. No, there it is.
That's
Yeah.
great.
This is I was just experimenting with my. When did I do this?
That's cool.
I don't even remember. Back when I first got into CG, he was one of the first people to commission me.
Cool,
Okay,
man.
thank you. I'm just trying to get a little bit of a ego stroking. I appreciate it.
It looks good.
No. Stroke away, dude. Stroke away. That stuff is good. Oh, wait. Phrasing. All right, gentlemen. Good night. Love
Tank,
everybody out there in TV land.
Take it easy, Tank.
thanks for
Yeah,
coming
you
on,
guys-
Tank. I'll see you soon.
Hey, thank you for having me. As always, this
Keep
is
fighting the
this
good
is my-
fight, brother.
Absolutely.
This is where I come after the studio on Saturdays. I come over and hang out with the Zaffinator. And
Everybody's welcome all the
Whatnot?
time.
heck yeah, man.
Hey, does Pitt
I
have
love
body hair?
Who?
Pitt.
I don't think so.
It looked like he did on his arms.
Did he?
Hold on, hold on.
I have to look it up.
I got some. Hold on, just a second.
All right, ciao, everybody.
I'm too
Later.
lazy to dig out my own comics.
No. You don't need to dig out. Just give me a second.
Maybe he nares.
Hold on.
That's interesting.
Let me take a look.
I know
Raul.
he's green.
Okay, so
Yes.
let me go full screen on this so you can take a look.
Yes. Go ahead.
1 second.
It's a very interesting piece of work.
Yes. It's very abstract.
That's a good piece.
No, I'm showing it on the computer.
Did I embiggenate too soon? Is that what happened here?
So,
Oh, wait. Okay, you're sharing. All right, I got you.
Looks good,
You
dude.
peeked too quickly, sir.
So
Okay, yeah. I see
it looks
arm
like
hair.
he
That's
has his
cool.
arms right here.
All right.
And feet.
Is this a
So
piece
yeah,
you
he
did?
does have body. Okay, because I don't see him illustrated
Oh,
with
no,
it.
that's
all.
him. All right.
This
Never
is
mind.
this is
That's
Who
Dan.
did that?
Dale and Dan Promotion.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Thank God! Thank God! Dale,
Nice.
yes, Dale kill.
All right, so he's got hair.
Dude, I'm like 90% positive Dan's gonna come on the year anniversary.
Yeah, if you see here,
Yeah, there's some hair there.
yeah, right here.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Got
Good.
hair.
So I can go crazy.
so
Awesome.
from tricep down.
Oh, you talking about Dan? That's the anchor Dan. Okay.
I want to give him
Dan
back hair.
Pelosi was
man.
the anchor on this. Dan did like the first three, or I think Dan did like the first three books.
See, Dale would be mad if I gave him back hair.
Gave him back hair.
Yeah. A manly man. A manly beast. All right, I'll just stick to what it's supposed to be. I won't take any artistic, creative licenses. Damn it.
That's actually a new drawing. I think I've seen online too.
This is old.
Old? Okay.
Yeah, everything I've got's old. Like that. That's all.
That's
this
that's
is
like the
beautiful.
iconic pose.
this is
Canadian shield.
Fender five.
Although I don't see hair in that picture on his arms. Is there?
right there.
Oh yeah, there it is. All right.
He's even got hair here.
He's got a little 5 o'clock shadow going
There it is.
right under his nut. Oh no, he doesn't have one of those.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's cool. Yeah, I want to get the collected edition that they got that Mandy and him are doing. But I really would love for Dale to put out new stuff. I know that'll never happen, but
Yeah, I would too.
Dude, I think he's got more money than he knows what to do with us.
I don't know about all that.
I mean, I never
He probably
looked at him as
will when
a
this is
artist.
over.
He used to bang out the Hulks, dude.
Well, he also did Darkness.
Oh, dude, yeah, he did a great Darkness.
Yeah, he did the crossover, right?
No, he
Yeah.
did the actual Darkness book. With,
How many issues of that did he do?
Not very many.
he did like the second series.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The whole series, James?
I believe so.
Really?
God, it's been years since I read that shit.
I know we
anyway.
worked on the crossover. There was a crossover. What was it? The Hulk in Darkness or Pit in Darkness? Something like one of those things. I think it was
I
Hulk.
think it was Pitt versus Darkness.
Was
Because
it?
I think I was reading about that the other day. Yeah.
I know he did that.
Of course, it was the Batman versus Darkness is pretty good.
Batman? Really?
And there's a Superman also.
What? How did I miss that?
Yeah, I've got the books.
No, I believe you, dude. I'm just saying, how the hell did I miss it?
Wait, Dale did Superman Batman?
No, he didn't do Superman Batman. I'm just saying there's a Superman Batman.
Oh.
There's a Darkness Batman. There's a Darkness Superman.
God, I missed so many comics, man.
Yeah, I missed those too. I don't even remember those.
There was a good long period where I just quit reading comics altogether.
I'll tell you somebody who's underrated, and I don't even hear from him no more. Is Ian Churchill.
Ian Churchill? Yeah, he used to do Hulk too.
Ian
Churchill
Churchill.
was good. Yeah, he did a lot of X-Men stuff too, right?
Yeah, he did X-Men, but he also did Covenant. He also. So when they relaunched Supergirl through Batman Superman that Michael Turner drew,
Right.
they relaunched Supergirl as a solo book, and had Ian Churchill draw it.
Didn't he do some kind of silly like fish guy book or something like that?
I don't know.
Or am I thinking of somebody else? I think it was like a creator owned kind of deal.
Who, Churchill?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. Don't like
He had
say
Covenant. He had Covenant through Maximum Press. That was his.
I don't remember Churchill doing a creator-owned project, to be honest. But
I must be thinking of somebody
Yeah,
else.
Covenant thing was his.
I know that didn't he work on the Cyclops Jean Grey miniseries?
oh wait, you know what he had? He had that that magic book. What was it called? The
Coven?
Coven.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I've got him.
Yeah, he did have. Yeah, I was wrong. He did have a book.
He's got. I mean, dude, his pencils and inks, they're tight.
Yeah,
I've actually owned some of his artwork.
hyper fucking detailed too, bro.
Like most of these guys too, he got better after his popularity, because when these guys are hot, they don't have a lot of room to improve their craft because they're working so fast. You know, in mainstream, they got to put out so much shit, and his stuff got better after that calmed down for him.
Yeah, and then he came back with that Supergirl, and the Supergirls that he did, holy crap, those are good.
Yeah.
Those are really good.
Yeah, a lot of those guys that were discovered during the Image heyday, they were good then, but they got so much better as time went on, like after Image kind of stopped.
Yeah, when the Extreme Studios crumbled and the exodus from Top Cow happened,
Yeah.
and then Homage going to DC.
Like you have like people like Todd North, Ryan Benjamin, all these guys, their shit's so much better.
Oh, well, dude. When I was here in '93, you have to understand, Todd Knott, Jaime Mendoza, Brett Booth.
Yep.
Who else? Norm Ratman.
Brett Booth is the one that's like I think done the like changed the most.
Yeah.
And, oh God, who else was here? But there was like 8 or 9 Image guys here. I was here, and everybody was trying to get work, and they came in and just basically cleaned house.
Yeah.
Took everybody, and it was like, holy shit.
Look at what's his name, J. Scott Campbell. I mean,
Oh, his stuff.
when you look at his stuff now, you can see that it's you know, you look at it and you're like, oh, he's always been this good. But if you go back and look at his original stuff, he got so much better.
Oh, he's a whole lot better. If you go back and look at the Homage swimsuit issue where that's the very first work.
Yep.
You can see his style, but it is so much rougher than it is now.
Yeah, his
J.
face.
Scott Campbell pisses me off, man. No, I mean seriously, he needs to do more sequentials. That motherfucker will never do it. Though.
He doesn't need to. He's getting paid freaking.
As
That's
long
what
as
I'm
they pay him.
saying. It
long as
makes
they're
me
paying him
mad,
like
dude,
that,
because
yeah.
his art is so goddamn good and beautiful.
And look at what
You
they're
know?
doing now to him. This whole thing. He's got like 1 million covers coming out for them for all their books right now.
Oh, I know, dude.
And I'm like, that's just a money grab from the company, and it's making it so that he doesn't have to do sequentials forever.
Yeah, it's fucking overkill.
If you look at who's doing covers now, none of them guys have to do sequentials. No.
I mean, look, good for him, right? But I mean,
Yeah.
boo for the fans.
But he's had what, last week there was 6 covers. The week before there was 8 covers. All different books for no reason really, other than to just say, hey, you want a J. Scott Campbell cover?
Well,
Buy this book.
he did the versus covers. He did the swimsuit issues. In the swimsuit issue, he did like 5 different covers, and one of them was a blank cover. And then he did all that stuff for Rogue Savage Land,
Which you immediately gobbled up.
Oh yeah, I got those.
Well, listen, I'm a J. Scott Campbell fan, so I'm not gonna lie. I did pick up a bunch of his shit, and I did fall into the you're gonna buy all the covers trap, but not all of them.
Well,
so these are. Let me show you real quick. This is just this week, and mind you, I left 3 of them on the rack because I just was like, those aren't my speed. I don't like them. But I mean, you got the Avengers cover. He did, and look, they put this on all the J. Scott Campbell covers.
I didn't get that one.
Just so you can see the collection. And then you had Psylocke.
Yep, I got that one.
And then you had Spider-Gwen.
Nope, didn't get that one.
Only because there's a money shot almost. This because, well, there's boobs.
Yep, I've got that one.
Black Cat. And then like I said, there was like 3 or 4 that I left on the shelf. I think I only bought 2 of the ones that he did of guys, which is this one here, Fantastic Four from the week before.
Did you get the swimsuit?
Yes, I don't have that available right here, but I did get it.
Which one did you get?
I got 2 of them. There was one with Colossus and a bunch of the guys. I think it was an Adam Hughes cover.
Well, no, I'm talking about J. Scott Campbell. He did 4.
Oh, I don't know which one I got of his. I can't remember offhand.
So I've got the blank one. Yeah, I saw that one. I've got the blank one, and I got the one with Mary Jane because I couldn't get my hands on the Rogue one because that
Those
sold
are
out in like 45 minutes. No, 45 seconds actually.
45 seconds. Damn.
45 seconds.
Yeah, he does a special on his website where you can get autographed.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that's where I go pick them up at. I don't.
Am I-
But,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
but Midtown Comics, they always have the special covers.
James, do you live in New York?
No, I live in Texas.
Okay, because you said Midtown Comics, and that's the place I go to all the time.
Yeah, I order from them.
Oh, all right.
There's this nifty invention called the internet.
Are you
Yeah,
that guy that always steals all the good ones out from under me online before I can get to the store?
pretty
That's
much.
probably James, yeah.
Bastard.
No, my two main that I get is mycomicbookshop.com, which I can actually drive to and pick them up, and Midtown.
Right.
And if you order from Midtown online, you get a discount.
Well, we get I think it's like $20 off every
Yeah.
150 we spend.
Well, I think they give me the discount just because of the shipping.
Yeah.
So then I get back up into shipping.
They let me put my book in there, which is cool.
Well, my local comic book shop here in Arlington, they have mine, and they already sold out once.
You know what's weird? No one carries my book.
You ain't printed it yet.
I know. It's still weird, though.
Still weird. No, I gotta tell you, I between my local comic shop near that I go to all the time, which is near my house, because I live in upstate New York, a little out of the city. I go there a lot. I go to Midtown Comics for whenever I'm at work and I'm near it. I'll go there and I'll buy a bunch of shit. I have one of those accounts with them, so I get the discount. Blah blah blah, whatever. And then there's another little store that just closed down, but up until then they were carrying my books also. Through those three places, I sold a bunch of books. I was very happily surprised.
That's good. Good for you, dude.
I'll tell you this. So I used what was it, Wellspring Comics something. They got a new website now, new web address and everything, to print my books. And man, you talk about a company that really put out good quality books. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, dude, I gotta find me a printer, man. That guy that I was trying to talk to locally, he never got back to me.
Check the place out that I got mine done, dude.
Send me the link, bro.
I will. Okay.
Because is it printed in the USA?
Yes, it is.
Good. That's kind of like my prerequisite.
Dom, where are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm in Virginia,
Well, all right.
the Old Dominion. Smells like it too,
Hey, Don.
sir.
Hold on. I'll put in a private chat for you.
Okay. Nothing dirty, is it?
No, it's the
They print porn.
printer.
All right, I appreciate it.
There you go.
You can get your book printed and the next copy of Score magazine.
Wow, store. That's a deep cut right there.
I definitely just showed my age with that. Like,
Yeah, you did.
I'll tell you what was really close when I was talking to them,
Thank you, James.
and I did the order. They were like going, "Holy crap!" I was like, "Yeah, that's a big order." They were like, "Okay." They had
James,
they
you
had
want to
two-
hear some crazy shit, James?
what's that?
Hang on, let me. I want to refresh it. I want to give you the right number. Our stream that we just ended, 303 views.
wow.
It's
Yeah,
fucking retarded, dude.
hey, dude, it's pit.
That's gonna break. That's second best. First is Panosian. That's crazy, man.
What were you guys doing tonight? Who'd you have on?
We were bullshitting with
Canadian Shield.
Rick. Is it Rick?
Yeah.
Hyper? Yeah.
Yeah, we were doing pits.
Oh, with the Canadian Shield guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it gives me a chance to show you this. I did this. He was on Raul's show late last night, like into the early morning hours, Friday into Saturday,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, it was the first time I was exposed to the character, and I was like, he talked about it. We went through the campaign for him and everything, and I was like, yo, that's a really cool character, dude.
Yeah,
I was like, so I just did the skeletal buildup of the character then, but I finished the line work for it, and here he is.
oh, dude.
That's nice.
Man, there's some Bart Sears going on there.
Yeah, that's where my main influence comes from.
I like it.
But,
Thank you. I told him I'd have it done by tonight. I thought he would stop by, but there it is.
I think we wore him out.
you beat him up.
no, I met him on a stream with Peter Simetti, and it was his first book for Canadian Shield. So I've known about that book for a long time.
I'm gonna draw the hawk off.
Yeah, I you know what? I think I've heard of it, but I never saw the character until he came on on Raul's show last night, and I was like, wow. I was like, the character. I liked Alpha Flight back in the day when they were, when they first came out and all that, and I used to like Guardian and I used to like the designs and everything, and even though this isn't the same design, it just made me remember that, so I liked the character when I saw him.
Yeah, well, last time I thought of Guardian also. I was like, yeah, I kind of but,
So I was like, I got to draw this character. Plus, he was a big dude. I was like, I could really Bart Sears the shit out of this.
All right, Raul, have a good one.
Raul, you leaving?
Yeah, I'm
it easy
heading
now.
out. Heading
No,
out.
Roy's leaving.
Can't add more detail to it.
You can't add more detail to it. All right, hold on. Let's
You
look
can
at
always add more detail to it.
I can't add more to
Make
it.
it a little
Start drawing the
bigger.
stitching.
Oh, the stitching.
Look at that. This little creature that Raul has on drawing all the time.
It helps.
I just think that's him drawing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is what Raul looks like to me.
That's what I look like. You have to
That's how I
change.
imagine him.
All right, guys. Good
Have you
night.
have you seen the avatar from Mr. What's his name? Momofuji? He comes on Geronimo's stream sometimes. He's got a talking avatar that looks just hilarious.
Which who is it?
It's Momofuji. He's on he shows up on Geronimo draw stream sometime. He's got like this Chinese hat and stuff.
Oh no! Oh wait, yeah, I do. I saw him.
Dude, that character, I was like, man, I just love that character.
Man,
I don't know him, but I remember seeing him a couple of times on streams.
Yeah.
I don't watch streams anymore. I just don't got time anymore.
He's been around a long time, right?
Oh yeah, he's been around a long time.
Because I seen him a while ago.
I'm actually lucky that I got time for fucking the studio anymore.
Dude, do you know the young blood one I still haven't finished yet?
Uh-huh.
I still haven't finished it.
What are you waiting for?
I don't know. I just haven't finished it. See here?
Yeah, tighten up on that shit. You don't want to draw a stream now? Get on there and draw it. What are you waiting for? Don't make Rob Liefeld wait.
Are you doing this for Rob?
No.
Oh.
We were doing a draw stream.
Is this going to be a cover?
I don't know what it's going to be. I just, just.
I always liked the character Vogue.
Yeah, I like her too.
She reminded me of like the 70s aerobics instructor.
And then he put her in armor.
Yeah.
I'm
Did
like,
you ever do anything like story-wise with her?
yeah, she got a miniseries.
Yeah, she did. She did. And I didn't like, dude, he put his like B team on that book.
Oh, he always put the B team on the miniseries.
He put, and the problem I had with Rob's B teams was you could see that they were trying too hard to be like Rob.
Well, when you look at the artwork on that miniseries, it was okay.
Right.
But I was sitting there going like, I could draw this better.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the one thing. I was like, ugh.
The only problem I had with a lot of his books, especially after the first like 2 years, was that they took place in a negative zone world. There was no backgrounds in almost anything,
Yeah, I know.
and everything that was a background was a metal hallway or
Oh, dude,
spaceship.
if you want to hear somebody criticize the holy shit out of some Rob Liefeld comics, you've got to go to Robert Norton's YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
Holy shit. Yeah, I think that's his name, Rob Norton.
Oh, God.
I might be wrong. Hang on, let me check my subscription. He
Well,
is
honestly,
fucking hilarious.
I don't like beating him up because as
It's like a beat up with love kind of thing.
yeah,
you know?
as a college student, me and my friend were the only two guys in the whole art school that stuck up for the fucking guy, because we were like, "Yo, we get it. Yeah, his anatomy can use some work, blah blah, whatever."
Yeah.
But he has style. Like that's
The thing about his was, his stuff was dynamic enough to get readers to buy the books.
Yeah, Robert Norton.
And when he was getting this, and he's still getting sales, when he sells that many books because of his artwork, and, so there is a market for it, and people love it. So
I put his link in the private chat to his channel, dude.
and I will be honest with you, I have never, ever, ever had a bad experience with Rob, personally. In fact, he gave me like 4 or 5 different tryouts
I just think it's funny.
back in the day.
I see a lot of Rob like art on his thumbnails.
Yeah.
Dude, you go over to his Whatnot channel, and holy crap, he puts everything in the kitchen sink up for sale.
Who, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to get that money.
I mean, his bank account's got to be ridiculous. At this
Oh,
point.
dude, you didn't see that post he posted the other night where he had like 10 royalty checks from Disney?
Yeah, I mean, he has no need to do anything anymore. That's what cracks me up, though. Like, you would think at this point in his career, his skin would be so much thicker than it is, because he still lets people get the better of him all the time.
Dude, he's a Southern California surfer guy. He's never really grown up.
But he lets people who say the stupidest shit to him get under his skin, and it's like, come on, Rob, fucking brush it off, walk away from it. Do you really need to prove yourself to them at this point in your life?
Yep.
It's like, come on.
Or as Rob said to Eric, nope. That was fucked up.
I'm gonna check out some of that Norton guy stuff though.
Yeah, well, I mean, he doesn't just do Rob stuff. He kind of reviews all books,
yeah.
but in particular, his Rob Liefeld episodes are fucking hilarious, dude. Because I love Rob, like not like religious fanatically,
right?
But just watching him get ripped on by this dude, it's just, and I can agree with most of it. That's the sad part,
right?
From an artistic standpoint, I'm like, yeah, you're right. That is a refrigerator. You're absolutely right.
That is a refrigerator. I'll tell you, we went to college. Me and my friend, we went to college at a time when Rob was huge. Image just started. We were in an art school. We were taking comic courses with comic professionals, and everybody was hating on Rob. And me and my friend liked his shit. We might not have liked some of the people he hired to do his books, because maybe they shouldn't have gotten those books at that point in time. Whatever the case may be, but we defended Rob's stuff against a lot of people that had no talent anyway, and we were like, "Who the hell are you to talk? You're not making this kind of money." And we still kind of defend them to this day. There's certain shit you can't defend. You can't defend the fact that the guy doesn't know the muscles in the arm. You can't defend the fact that he draws everybody's chest like a flounder with 2 eyes on the same side of the head. But his style's there. His dynamics is there.
It is undeniable, dude. It doesn't matter what he's on,
right?
What he does immediately, that's Rob Liefeld, and that is the ticket right there.
And it's going to be money, especially now.
And the thing is, on the other side of the coin, you had McFarlane, who everything he drew had all these backgrounds in it.
Yes.
It was like, okay, you've got McFarlane over here on Spider-Man, you've got Rob over here on X-Men, and then you got Mark and Jim and Wilsh right in the middle of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Wilsh has always been my favorite.
The thing
He's
about
also got an unmistakable
I'll
style.
tell
He
you
just
about
never put anything out at the time because
well,
he
I'll
had
tell you
a lot of
about
chicks on.
Welsh. Well, I'll tell you about Welsh because I found out what happened. So Welsh had RT Bear inking for him on his X-Men stuff. That's why it looked so damn good. And then when he got over to Image, came a divorce. And
He's not with Image anymore?
no, I'm talking about marriage-wise.
Oh, okay. I
And
know
Yeah.
his sister got fucked up.
Yeah,
his wife went on a holy terror. So he sold all of his rights of Webworks and stuff to Jim so she couldn't get them.
right.
So after that divorce, which was like it took 2 years to get through, here comes Wetworks out. Well, Archie Bear wasn't there no more. That's why his art kind of changed in his faces and stuff.
Oh, okay.
If you noticed that when he was
Can't say I did.
he started releasing stuff when he started releasing the Wetworks stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it was because he had somebody else inking his stuff. When you look at Stone and stuff, Archie Bear was the guy that was holding him together. I mean, his stuff still looks fantastic. I love his stuff.
Yeah, I
But
like
I'm
his
just
stuff
saying-
no matter who was inking him because I honestly love his, especially now you get to see him on his his social medias and stuff. All his pencils,
Oh yeah, his pencils are gorgeous.
his pencils are really sick.
I got the pencils for Stone. I've got the pencils for those, and his body work is so good.
Yeah,
Oh my
crazy.
God, it's so good. And but that's what kept him from launching when everybody else did. And then I can't remember the guy's name. He did the girl with the horns, and he was going to be the next big thing because his stuff.
Oh, you're talking about Dark Child, aren't you?
No. I'm talking about this homage.
Oh,
Cybernary.
Cybernary.
Yeah,
And
Man-Bat, right?
Yeah, he died.
No, it wasn't
He
him,
died.
but I mean, he ended up dying,
Yeah, he does.
and it just the whole thing fell apart on that, and it was like, oh no, because his stuff looks so good. He was coming out. He was. I was thinking he's going to be the next big guy, just by himself.
I thought that's the guy. I thought that was his name,
Nick
But-
Manbat.
Nick Man-Bat.
Yeah, it was, but he died, and that just floored everybody.
Yep.
And then I think it was like a year later, no, 2 years later, French came in. Now Michael, that's a good. This is a great story. So Michael gets hired on with Mark Silvestri's homage, doing backgrounds and stuff. And so when he starts doing Witchblade and everything, he keeps missing deadlines, and Mark wants to fire him. And the girl that's overseeing payroll and stuff, she won't do it. She keeps him around. So, like every Christmas or birthday, he would draw pictures of her, like of her with the Witchblade stuff, and she still got those pictures.
That's pretty smart.
So but yeah, that was the whole thing. And I believe it had to do with Phantom, that he and Mark. That's when Mark and him had that falling out, and he left.
I thought that was all bullshit. They really had a falling out, huh?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Did he ever get it sorted out before he passed?
I don't know. Because for me, 90 end of 97, early 98, I was gone to Japan for 4 years.
Yeah.
And then when I came back, he was doing Aspen, and he was doing stuff for Marvel, and he was doing and he was doing stuff for DC, and I was like, what happened? He goes, I had a falling out. I was like, are you doing okay? He goes, yeah, but I'm not feeling too good. That's when everybody was talking about him going to see the doctor, and that's when everything started going down.
Yeah, that thing on his hip, the tumor on his hip.
Yeah.
There was a problem in Homage Studios though with
Well,
I don't know. Maybe Jim let them all know he was selling
No.
prematurely or whatever. But
I'm going to tell you the story behind Homage too.
all those guys left the cliffhanger thing.
Well, Homage. So this is what happened with Homage Studios. When Jim left Marvel, his original plan was, I'm going to leave for 4 years, show that I can do my studio, Homage Studios, get my stuff going, show them I know what I'm talking about, and then I'm going to go back and take over X-Men and be in charge. the problem is when he tried to go back, Marvel didn't want him.
Right.
But then DC goes, hey, we'll pay you $10 million up front for your properties. You come work for us, we'll give you, freedom and do whatever,
So, motherfucker.
fair at the table.
We're gonna bury everything you created, make it
Well,
shit.
that's the very part that stuff didn't happen, but on the agreement,
Also, so, motherfucker.
and so he
You're
agreed
right.
to it, and that's when he jumped ship with Homage. Well, it caught a lot of the guys flat-footed, and so cliffhanger and all that stuff happened, and everything like that. So yeah, Jim never had planned on staying with him, and she had planned on going back, but he ended up going to DC Comics.
But if you remember, all the guys in the cliffhanger stables, they bailed out before they were supposed to, because they had books like promoted and everything like that, and they all bowed out. So all I can think of is that maybe Jim let the cat out of the bag prematurely, and they were like, "Well, fuck this! Like, we signed on for XYZ, and we're not going to go work."
Jim didn't let the cat out of the bag. I think it was the person in payroll that did.
Yeah,
There's always somebody in the office that knows.
right,
And will go around and tell you, hey, this is fixing to go down. This is what's fixing to go down. You might want to jump ship.
right, right. Because they all bounced at the same
And
time.
Ramirez, the guy that was doing Crimson, he finished up his entire book, run the story, and then he jetted.
Yeah, but he
was
had
like
plans.
Marvel exclusive, man.
He had plans. I don't know if you remember. He had plans to do a story, a miniseries for what was that? Red Monica? No, not that. I'm sorry. That was from Battle Chasers. What was the vampire hunter in his with the red outfit? Looked like an S&M Pride movie.
Yeah. But then, but when that whole thing went down, he stopped and jumped.
Yeah. Yeah, they all fucking kind of cut cord and ran. And I think that is pretty messed up. Like, if he had a 4-year plan and he knew it the whole time, why create an imprint for creator owns out of that stable if you're shutting it down and selling it?
Yeah. Well, see, that's when Marvel came in and got Malibu too.
What he could have done for them, is he could have set up a studio for them in Image.
But what I'm saying is,
Maybe taxes or insurance or something, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
no, he didn't do that. That's what I'm saying. The other thing is when he went when Marvel came in to Malibu, that became even a bigger fiasco.
Yeah. And I'll
Because
tell you, I liked Malibu's
because
comics too.
he sold all that to Marvel, and then Marvel took all the colorists out of Malibu and then fired everybody else.
Well, that's all they wanted Malibu for, because Malibu had the best coloring at the time.
And then came the debacle that was Costume.
Oh God, dude. That's what Ripperverse is heading into, man. They're going to be the next cross-gen.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if Ripperverse stays as small as they are,
If he stops putting out a fucking book every 2 weeks, he might be all right.
well, no, what I'm saying is, if he keeps it down to like 5 or 6 titles, he'll be okay. If he starts going like 15, 20 titles, he's gonna be fucked.
If he could make it believable that all these characters exist in the same universe, that would help him out a little bit.
Well, the goddamn action figures that he just put out that nobody's buying is not exactly helping him out either.
No. What did he do? He put out one figure?
Huh?
He put out one figure?
He did like a ISOM figure.
Yeah, I saw that, but he just put out ISOM, right?
Yeah, that was it, and it ain't selling for dick.
No. Well, first off, and I'm just gonna put this out here. If you're gonna create a figure, you create it of your female character first. If you're only gonna pick one, sorry.
Well, my theory about the whole thing is, I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but my theory is, let the goddamn character get a little bit more out there in the books first, man.
Yeah.
These
he picked the character with the most
they be in
controversy.
such a hurry to generate income from fucking merch, and they're just kind of oversaturating the market with that. Well, not oversaturating. What's the word I'm looking for? They're diluting their character,
Right.
I think.
But look at what he did. He picked that what's the character's name? Yara?
Yeah, whatever that one is.
Whatever the female character. He made an unaffordable statue of her that nobody's gonna
yeah, it's like what, $1,000 or some shit.
fucking ridiculous. Whatever it was ridiculous. And it's not even a real statue. It's a resin Todd McFarlane statue, which not to beat him over the head, but he makes toys. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculously priced. It's a statue and it's of her. And then he goes and makes an action figure, which has a bigger audience. You're going to make more money. You're going to have more people buying it. And he goes and uses Isom. Even though it was his first character, it's the character with the most controversy behind it. That's probably the most hated. He should have stayed on brand at that point and just made a Yara fucking action figure. Or a Horseman action figure that has some big names behind the creative team.
I think the whole ISOM thing is more of a vanity project than anything.
It is. Listen, this is my take on it, but Isom is how he envisions himself as a superhero.
You know what, dude? I wasn't going to say it, but you're right. You're right.
Yeah, on that one.
I was going to say
on that too. I got issue 1 because
everybody was buying issue 1.
A good friend of mine was doing the coloring on it, and he did the coloring on the Stein's covers. And
Gabe?
yeah,
Gabe is your good friend?
yeah.
Cool. Carry on.
So then all that stuff with him and Williams went down, and Gabe has all the receipts, so everything that Gabe said was true, and everybody got mad because of it, and that's why he went off to do his comics with the guys that he's got, and that's why he doesn't show up on any of the comic sheet stuff anymore.
Well, I thought they yeeted him off of that.
Well, it all became because of him and Williams having a falling out. And
yeah, I don't know the story behind that shit.
It's complicated and one I'm not going to tell.
Yeah,
Just that Gabe had the receipts to prove what he was saying.
Yeah.
And but no, Gabe did fantastic work for me. I mean, we have a good relationship and everything. It's just like with Jimmy Reyes. Jimmy Reyes and I have a good relationship. But
what the fuck happened to Jimmy Reyes, dude?
What happened was he got sick, and the money they generated from his books wasn't enough to cover everything. And he basically had to file bankruptcy because it's because, and this happens, you get people that get really sick, and he got really, really sick, health-wise.
Uh-huh.
And on his book, I told him, I said, dude, hold off on your book. Do not send the book out black and white. And he didn't listen, and he sent the book out black and whites, and he said, he promised coloring, and it got him. I mean, the book's a good book. I like the book.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his artwork's great. Everything was great in the book. It's just he pissed off everybody that backed him because
he said he was going to fund it colored, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He sent it out black and white.
I'll tell you right now, I backed that book, and I didn't get a black and white one. I didn't get a colored one. I didn't get anything telling me that
dude.
He shit the bed and ran off. So I get that you know the guy.
Yeah, that's what I heard from a lot of people.
I get that you know the guy, but I'll tell you right now, I have zero respect for that.
No, I'm saying he did it for himself.
Him getting sick. No, you know, I don't wish illness on anybody, and that's a shame that it happened.
That's not what you told me the other day.
If he used money from this, he shouldn't have done that.
I agree with you 100%. I told him, you got to do it in color. You got to do it in color. He wouldn't listen, and he did it to himself. You know, I don't take up for anybody who did.
You better take up for me, bitch.
You ain't done nothing to warrant it, dumbass.
Ask Chad Larson; he'll tell you different.
But so you know, it's just like the guy that did the Death Rage or whatever it is.
Oh, the other guy that I have a problem with because he took money from me as well.
And he totally has
Death Raider.
Yeah,
isn't that the same one that said Dale sucks?
He went off.
I don't know, maybe yeah.
He went off the deep end so far it wasn't even funny.
Joe Ball.
No, not Joe Ball.
Not Joe Ball.
No, Joe Ball's okay.
Rob Hunter.
Yeah, Rob Hunter. Thank you.
Oh, Hunter. Yeah.
Dude, he went off. Man, his YouTube channel. He went from, hey, I'm working on the book. This is what we're doing to conspiracy theories and you know, Congress should pay all my bills.
He went the Hollywood route. He started blaming the people backing him for the reason why he ain't got money. Oh, I can't do it off of that kind of money. Well, that's what you asked for, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you needed more money, you should have asked for more money or had a bigger goal or something.
Yeah, you should have done something, but
But
totally.
to take everybody's money and then tell them to F off, like that's one of the reasons I don't like Indiegogo, because I need if I'm a backer, I need a platform like Kickstarter that you're only going to get the money if it's funded. At least I have a better chance. But when you give all these guys the money up front from Indiegogo like they do, and they give them in intervals throughout the course of the campaign, these guys are spending the money on their everyday life. And then when it comes time to fulfill the book, they're like, oh shit, I ain't got enough money.
See, and I'll be honest with you. My book, like I said, I broke even, but I made damn sure that it was colored before it was shipped.
Yeah.
And I feel like this. Don did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
I mean, Don came in. He was right there when I needed him. We agreed on everything. He got to work on it. Did a fantastic job. Everybody that's gotten the book has just said it was fantastic. Everybody loves the book. They love the coloring. They love everything about it. So
Ooh.
I'm happy. I'm looking at doing another book of the Steins. But there's going to be a lot of changes done on this next campaign.
I know a guy that colors.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking to him right now.
I can do a cover if you want one.
Yeah. Know a guy that draws too, man.
No,
I'll be honest with you. If depending on how much my royalties are, I'm gonna go talk to certain artists, and I don't care. I'm gonna pay a hell of a lot of money for it.
You're gonna go talk to Brett Booth, ain't you?
No, somebody bigger
McFarlane?
on his level, but not McFarlane. Remember I told you. Remember I told you I know what his price was.
Shut up. Really?
Yeah.
All right. I wish you luck.
Hey, if I have the money, I can
Go
give
for it. Just don't waste your money. Make sure you're going to get a return on your investment.
Oh, come on, dude! If I come out with an indie campaign saying that I got a Jim Lee cover,
It don't necessarily mean you're going to get your money back on that, man.
oh, dude, that thing will go like nuts.
I mean, I would hope it would, but it doesn't necessarily mean it.
Yeah, that thing would go out the love. That'd be crazy.
I could come out with Omega Marcus right now, and I could say I got a goddamn Art Adams cover nobody ever knows about, and I wouldn't sell fucking dime one because nobody knows who Omega Marcus is, but they will.
Whenever you get everybody to sign up for it and actually get working on it.
Well, the sign up's still live, and I ain't working on it, bitch.
Well, your sign up should be on Indiegogo, not on
I don't want to do Indiegogo, man. I got bad vibes about that joint.
Well, I put the sign up on Fund My Comic.
Well, they don't have a sign up thing, do they? Because I got MailChimp, which I don't like either.
MailChimp is the thing that you attach the campaign to.
Yeah.
So it sends everything out. It's not the sign up part.
Well, that's what I'm using for the sign up. It's like a newsletter thing.
Yeah, but you should be.
Am I doing it wrong?
Yeah.
You're talking about signing up for the campaign like a
Mailing list.
Well, you're talking about what like Kickstarter does with the pre-sign up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's usually done in house through the platform.
Okay.
Right. But what I'm saying is, the thing about it is you have to use a mailing service to send it out. So what you do is you attach MailChimp to it, and MailChimp sends it out for you.
Yeah, when you send an update, you can attach it to your update too.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, man.
If you go into updates and you go and leave a campaign update, just attach your MailChimp. Because you can create. I have MailChimp. You can create one of those sign up page things.
Yeah, it goes
Just
into
attach it inside your update.
Well, I ain't ready to do it right now anyway, but
That's the easiest way, because then all the people that pre-sign up for your campaign will get, as soon as they sign up, they get all the updates from that campaign. So then they'll all get that update with your specific website or whatever on it.
yeah, see, that's what I want to do. I want to do a website
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't really want to crowdfund it. I mean, yeah, I'll crowdfund it, but also a website. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. There's so many things to think about, and I don't know what I'm
But
doing.
the website is ultimately where you want to be, because
I just want to draw the fucking book.
but you got to get the people going to the website to be able to move over to the website solely.
Stupid
And
people.
the other thing is on your website, you got to make it where it's eye catching.
Well, I can do that. I think.
Yeah, I'm just gonna attach a whole bunch of bras and panties to the main page.
Listen to that vote of confidence I have. I can do it, I think.
You got it. Oh, wait a minute. This transformed really fast. Is that the Hulk's head getting fucked up? Oh shit.
Damn, this Hulk is fucked up, dude.
Oh shit.
Pitt really fucked this dude up. I like it.
That looks like he had a little bit too much Botox.
Well, he's all beat up in the head.
No, that's the bouncer dealing with the drunk guy that tried to fight the bouncer.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm talking about.
That was one of the things I liked about Image. All the guys went over there and created a character that was reminiscent of what they were just working on for the other companies.
Yeah, that was real smart too.
And it was almost like them saying, "Yeah, assholes, this is how you do it."
Yeah, yep.
The thing was, you could go in and you could go through everything that they did and say, okay, this is, and no offense to Spawn, but Spawn was basically Spider-Man with Doctor Strange's cape. And,
It was
powers.
Which is sad because they've actually done that.
It was Spider-Man with a different power set. That's all it was.
Yeah.
And with the cape.
And I remember, you bring that up, but I remember when I think Wizard or somebody previews, when they first started showing the promo images of Spawn character.
Yeah.
And I saw that number one, Todd was doing it, but then I saw the big eyes, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, this fucking Spider-Man with a cape.
I think that was everybody's friggin' take on it. Like, oh, he's doing Spider-Man on his own?
That is not Spider-Man with a cape.
I really, out of Spawn and Top Cow, I really liked those, but I really liked Wildcats. When Wildcats first came out, the first 5 or 6 issues were freaking,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Great all the way up until Jim stopped.
That first Wildcats cover, man, was so awesome. They were all just chilling. Voodoo's playing with Emp's hair. It was
I got back into it when
great cover.
With Charay, is that his name? Travis Charay?
Travis Harris, yeah.
When he did, what was it, like the 3rd volume?
Yup.
I got into it like a lot, and then he never stays on books very long.
He did a decent run, and that was as he was starting to change his style from Jim Lee into himself.
Yeah, there's just something about his style that's just fucking gives me goosebumps every time I see it. It's just that good, you know?
When he did the X-Men Wildcats.
Oh, dude. That was stellar.
It was like
and the way they colored it too, man.
What was it, World War II? It took place?
Yeah. But the way they colored it was really good.
Do you remember that scene in that book with the train station?
Yep.
I mean,
that detail,
that was insane. You could have took any panel out of that book, blew it up, and made it a painting.
Yep. Fucking gorgeous.
I'll tell you the book that really surprised me when it came out was Team 7.
Which one?
Team 7.
Oh, Team 7, yeah.
What happened to that book?
It went for a while.
Well, that was the original, like the adults, the original.
That was the guys. That
superheroes or whatever you want to call them.
That was a special unit that had
Grifter,
Backlash, Death, whatever his name was, the big guy.
It was really the only
origin
story.
Death Blow.
Yeah.
Right? That was really the only look at Grifter's past that you got to see.
Yeah. It was all three of those.
All we need, man. You need to leave him a mystery.
Yeah. Well,
don't do to him what they did to Wolverine.
Yeah. He was like the Punisher and Wolverine together.
That highly upset me, man. When they come out with the goddamn origin, for Wolverine. I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah.
still read it. I found it interesting, but at the same time, like, y'all are ruining this character.
Yeah.
Just let him be a mystery. It's the best part of him.
Well, I like when they did that just prior to the actual origin book coming out and them telling you about it. Remember they had like 4 or 5 different uh, origins of him. They went through the whole Weapon X program,
Yeah.
like, and they all started realizing that every memory they had was all fake.
Yeah. I think the big moment for me was finding out that Weapon X wasn't Weapon X, it was Weapon 10.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. I can dig
Yeah,
that.
Roman numeral 10. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, it's still Weapon X because they weren't called the 10 Men.
No, I'm just saying that.
Yeah, no, I know.
But
And
yeah,
I'll
dude.
tell you, one character that I still say Marvel just completely dropped the ball on was Maverick. When Maverick first showed up.
Dude, Maverick was cool as shit when he first showed up.
No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I said when he
Yeah.
first showed up, but then after that they just kind of just whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It's like they forgot about
It's
it.
basically the same thing with Omega Red. Omega Red comes in, holy shit, this guy's a monster.
And what a design too, right?
Well, Jim created him, didn't he?
Yeah, this is where the bullshit happened. So under the studio contract, the minute Jim Lee created Omega Red became property of Marvel, not his.
Right.
Well, I don't doubt that.
Anything that you create while you work at Marvel belongs to Marvel. Even if you're going to try to make it independent, it still belongs to Marvel.
Yeah, that's.
See, that was the thing they were talking about with Youngblood. Marvel was like going, wait a minute, you created this when you worked for us. So actually, Youngblood should belong to us. And Mark was like, and Rob was like, no, I made this after I told you guys to go take a flying leap.
Yeah, fuck Marvel.
Now, did Jim Lee make Cyber also?
Yeah.
Because you notice how none of those guys were either used or used properly after they left.
Yep.
Like,
That's one of those
Omega Red
Marvel.
was supposed to be a badass, and they ended up like, I mean, you look at anything Omega Red's been in the last 20 years, he's been the biggest like cannon fodder character.
Oh, dude, they gate him up so
Yeah.
hard in that Krakoa shit.
Yeah, I'm like, are you kidding me? With
Hey,
this?
Dave Brinks in the chat. What's up, dude?
Oh shit! What up, Dave?
Yeah, he's gonna be on our show pretty soon.
But,
Dave, if you're up and awake and you want to come in for a little bit, come on in.
well, yeah, dude, it's only like 10 o'clock in the morning for him.
Let me put the link back in again.
Remember, I want to say he's in France.
Oh, he's in Netherlands, I think.
I know he's over there somewhere. Over
He's
there.
over there somewhere.
Yeah, I see everybody put the StreamYard.
What happened?
Well, Madness dropped you dropped the link. Madness dropped
Oh
the
no!
link.
When I do it, it goes to all those locations.
I'll go, okay, all three, yeah.
Yeah, it's the way it's set up.
Fuck StreamYard.
Now, I will say the funnest thing that happened was getting hired with Kelsey Shannon. That was pretty fun. So,
Yeah, what's going on with Kelsey, man? Do you have any kind of
I
contact with him?
dude, he dropped off. He's okay.
He's still alive.
Yeah, yeah.
He's still alive.
I know where he's at, but I don't know where. I know what city he's in. I don't know where he's at. So, he's in Baton Rouge someplace.
Wasn't he just working on someone's book?
Ethan wanted to hire him to do something, but I don't think
He was doing Nexus for Baron.
And he finished that up.
Yeah, he finished it.
I don't know.
Yeah, they finished it. He crowdfunded it. It's successful.
So this happened. Oh, Jesus Christ, 95. Kelsey and I Kelsey and I were in the Dallas area with everybody else trying to get work. We got picked up by a company called Power Comics that was broke as shit, didn't have any money as shit. We got 1 or 2 books published and didn't sell the shit either. I was penciling, he was inking, and I remember we were doing cons because I had a black little Volkswagen Cabriolet. We got the back top off the back of it and put all the boxes in the back seat. Driving down the road with the combo boxes in the back seat. Not making any money, but having fun.
Kind of what it's about, though. More or less.
Yeah, I remember we were sitting across from Greg, Brian Polito and Stephen Hughes and them from Chaos, and God Almighty, they had a setup. I was like, wow, look at this setup. It was like 3 tables wide. They had these big banners and everything for Lady Death, and we were like over this little bitty table with just comic books on the table. We didn't even have a tablecloth.
Y'all got in there, cars and shit.
And Brian and Steven came over and talked to us, and we were just like, yeah, we just got picked up.
R.I.P. Steven, man.
And they took us. When we got out, when the convention shut down that night, they took us with them. And we learned a lot from Brian. Brian Polito, dude, he knows. He's got a brain for business. Those good times.
Brian's like, we're gonna ride these white titties off into the sunset, people.
Yeah.
Who's with me?
Well, see, Brian was first, and then Brian told Billy Tucci to go solo, not to try to go with the big company user because he can make more money. And that's how Billy he went with Crusade. He formed Crusade to do She.
Yeah, and nobody realizes though. Billy Tucci he didn't. She was well received, but he had a very hard time with that until he formed the actual Crusade banner.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He had
a real hard time.
Yeah, he had a real hard time. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Remember, there wasn't anything back then. There was no super female solo book, in the Indies. Lady Death was first.
Yeah.
And then he came out with She. And then they were seeing how well She did, and then Mark decided to do Witchblade.
And She was all hand colored, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was hand colored. Yeah, she was hand colored. The only guys that were really doing the computer generation stuff was Liquid and Gorilla.
Yeah. Who did Kabuki? Who was the
David Mack.
David Mack?
Yeah, they ran against Kabuki.
He actually did some of that Daredevil artwork on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Some of the murals in that guy's lair. I never got into his shit. I mean, he's talented. I just never got into it.
I just remember that I felt like when She came out and then like Kabuki came out, it was riding the coattails of She.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And then came what was it, Dawn?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lindsay's stuff?
That's another dude you don't see nothing from anymore.
Yeah, no, he's putting out stuff every once in a while.
Yeah, Lindsay, yeah. He had something not too long, maybe like 5 years ago, he put something out.
Yeah.
God, he used to clean up, dude.
The Cry for Dawn series.
Dude, I'll be honest with you, the covers look great, but once you got into the books, they were like really weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on too. Says the guy who doesn't have a book out.
And then came remember Lightning Comics?
Yep.
No.
Okay, that was like the poor man's version of Image.
Yeah.
On all levels. I mean, artwork, everything.
They enjoyed some nice success for a while there.
They were successful for a little while.
Yeah.
And I remember them. And then what was it? What's the one that had the it wasn't Legacy? Was it Legacy Comics? Was that the one that had the female warrior in like a D&D setting?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know who that is.
It was that one. And then of course, the biggest one that failed was CrossGen, a company who had every right to succeed that completely crumbled because of stupidity.
CrossGen had some great titles, some great creators, some artists.
Aaron Lepresti.
Yeah,
they had Brian Peterson, they had Andy Lepresti, they had Bart Sears, they had
Andy Smith.
They had so many people.
I mean, they had a huge. I mean, they had a
and they shit the bed. And not for nothing.
That was all Mark Alessi's fault, though.
They all said too that was one of the best studios they worked in. Like,
yeah, that was why he shit the bed, because he paid everybody to come down there. He was trying to pay for their insurance. He was actually trying to give them quality of life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not sustainable.
he had a bankroll. I think they said like $30 million bankroll for it.
Which quickly went away.
He just mismanaged everything.
$30 million. I don't care what you're doing. That's hard to fucking.
No, not really. When you take into consideration that he was giving these guys health insurance, he was paying for their health insurance.
Yeah.
I think he paid everyone to move down there. He was paying the rent on that studio. I think he was printing in-house and publishing as well, handling all his own marketing and everything. That $30 million is nothing.
And plus, he was getting guys that were starting to get a lot of money for their craft. They weren't all new guys.
Yeah, he was paying them, I think, more than Marvel rates. Actually.
Right. So he was paying a hefty salary for them.
I mean, you get it almost says you get Brian Peterson, you get Andy Smith, Aaron Preston, you get those guys in there, and you're going to have to pay them.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're going to have books. No matter how good the artwork is, you're going to have books that sell. And you got to look at your market.
Good.
So now they went out of business. What's the deal with those those properties?
Marvel owns the rights to everything cross-gen. They're just sitting on it. They're not going to use it.
Oh my God.
Marvel is like Penguin House. So Penguin House, the publisher, they will actually do this, and I'm not making this up. This is what pissed everybody off. So Don, I'm just going to use it as an example, so don't take this literally, okay?
Okay.
So Penguin House will go to Don. Don's got his property over Mega Mission. Hey, we're interested in buying your product to help publish it. We'll pay you upfront $25,000.
Sold, motherfucker.
Exactly. So what happens is they'll go look at it and they'll look at the market. Well, the market's kind of sloppish. Well, we have the rights to the books, right? Yeah, we have the rights to the books. Okay, we'll just bank it into the store there, because unless the book makes $25,000 in profit, we don't have to pay Don anything ever again.
Sued, motherfucker.
You can't sue him. It's under the contract.
I'm going to try to sue you, motherfucker.
You can't sue them because they already paid you in advance.
I'm going to go play the lottery, motherfucker.
I'm gonna go to your house and beat your ass, motherfucker.
That's the way they work.
I will kneecap a bitch.
They'll pay you up front until they recoup their money up front. It's
stupid business on their part, though. It's really is stupid business, because you're getting these hot commodities that people are definitely paying bank for. You can sell it, and you're not going to use it. That's just stupid business.
See, that's the thing. They're looking at all the commodities that are feeding off of that. So, case in point, I got Harry Potter. Well, Mike Johnson's doing a book called Wizards and Warlocks.
Right.
I'm going to take Wizards and Warlocks, pay him $25,000. I'm going to hold that back off because why? Because it would do damage to Harry Potter and to Harry Potter's profits, which I'm making $100,000 a month on.
But now these people that are doing this are corporations, basically. Now they're not like an independent creator protecting his stuff. So here's where the fuck up is. If you have that book,
this is where they get the independent creator.
Yeah, but look, but if you had a book that you were producing, right? Like let's use that again. All right, so let's say you're doing Harry Potter, right?
Correct.
And then you buy this other commodity that's like it. But that has a bigger audience. That's making more bank than you're pulling in with Harry Potter. So you're worried about it a little.
No.
Wouldn't you buy it and then use it?
No. It's eating into the profits of Harry Potter. You see what I'm saying?
Right, but so they're taking the gamble that these people are, once you kill this property, they're all going to come over to Harry Potter.
They don't want to lose the people to buy book 2.
They're killing their competition.
To run over your book.
Oh no, I know why they're doing it. I'm saying, but the smart thing would be to keep them both going and get both audiences and make that money.
Because you have a limited amount of readers, and if you're making more money off of Harry Potter because you're selling more books and it's a less price point, you would rather pay out just a little bit of money to burn the competition to keep Harry Potter.
Dude, they're controlling the supply and the demand.
Well, let me ask you a question, because you said there's a limited amount of readers. But let me ask you a question, because I know my answer to this. If I'm a fan of Harry Potter and I go into a bookstore, comic book store, whatever, and I see, all right, boom, I got the Harry Potter comic book, and then oh shit, this other book's just like it. Me as a fan of that genre, of a fan of that type of shit, I'm buying both of them.
Correct. But they don't want you to buy both of them. They want you. They want you to take that other property because what? What happens if we have the second book of Harry Potter? Most people only have enough money to buy one or two
Yeah.
books. They don't have much, like what I'm saying. So they bury the other book. They'll bury the other book and keep it off the shelf because their cash cow is over here making tons of money.
Yeah, but then when that cash cow goes down and they need something to fall back on, now they've already buried the other thing and lost that crowd.
They don't
No,
care.
they still got it sitting there.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, and here's
Plus,
the
they
other,
got insurance to counteract that shit
but
too.
here's the other. Here's
I'm
the
gonna
other.
let you two gentlemen talk amongst yourselves for a second because Nature's calling real quick.
I'll wait till you get back because you're gonna love this part. I'll wait till you get back.
I don't want to talk to James.
But
James scares me.
but
So, James, how's it going?
not too bad.
How's the novel coming along?
Chapter 14. I'm working on it right now.
No shit.
Yeah, right now.
Cool, man.
Yeah, chapter 14.
You know how many chapters is in it? You got the whole thing plotted out?
Kind of, sort of.
Nice.
So
And that's just going to be a novel, right?
this is novel. This is novel. I don't know if I want to do her. If I did her as a comic, oh god, it would be a nightmare to draw.
Depends on who you get to draw it.
I would have to go get just to do the backgrounds. I would have to go get what's his name over on the did Akira.
All right, I'm back.
That would cost me an arm and leg.
Oh.
So, this is the other aspect of it, and I'll explain. So, Mr. Senator Bernie Sanders, right?
Yeah, I heard of that guy.
Okay. So Bernie Sanders always comes out going, "Oh, I made millions of dollars on my book deals." No, he got one book deal, and they were banking on him to pull in millions of dollars, so they paid him $2 million up front. So he writes a garbage of a book that bombs worse than everything. So they go, "You know what? We paid you $2 million. You didn't deliver, so we're canceling your future books." And they have to write off $2 million because they already paid him for it.
Nah.
They can't recoup it.
Guys, I just want to go into my chat real quick because I've missed a bunch of shit.
How dare you?
And I don't even know if they're still here. Dave Brink, if you're still around, I'm sure you're still up because it's early where you are. The characters you're watching me draw here, this is my character, Imperial and Lexus. They are potentially going to be the next trilogy I write and draw. I'm doing a bunch of cover concepts for that book right now. Also, before that, I was drawing characters from my comic that I might be the other next one. It's called 90s Grunge for Life, and it's basically very similar to the Gen 13, but with a different twist. So those are the characters I'm drawing. You have Don drawing the Pit fucking up the Hulk, and then you have James drawing Youngblood. So those are the characters, and then that's to answer that question, by the way. Acres of Movies is talking a lot about movies. Do I like Alpha City Comics? I don't know Alpha City Comics. Do you guys know Alpha City Comics?
I do not.
So that answers that.
I hate them by default.
Okay, just because they're in a city. Who's Red? Does anyone know Red? Hello, Red. Fan of NES game Trojan. Who's also in Arcadia.
Nope, I don't know that game either.
I don't remember that game either. Oh, Arcades. You meant to say Arcades, not Arcadia.
I don't remember that one either.
And Dave, if you are still watching, this right here was just my response to you when you asked what characters are those. And they're all mine. Okay, I'm all caught up. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, the novels with publishers can get really thing, and like Well, I'll give you a good one. J.K. Rowling's and Harry Potter. Her story of getting her book published is pretty impressive.
I don't know
So,
anything about her or Harry Potter. So.
well, the thing is, she had to come up with like $3,500 up front before they took a chance on her.
See,
And so-
before I talk to you about publishing and all that, I did not know people actually had to pay money to get published.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I mean, you can do it for free if you want to go to KDP and.
No, I thought it was based on. Actually, I guess I'm stupid. I just thought it was based on merit. Like you're supposed to get the manuscript up, you send it to a agent, and they're like, "Okay, yeah, we'll get you published," and then honky dory from there. I did not know it was.
There are some, but you're not going to retain your stuff.
Yeah, you're going to lose so much money going that way.
They're going to get control of your property and how it's put out there.
That's
If you want control, if you want to be in charge of what happens with your property, then you're going to have to pay for a lot of things.
Yeah, I would rather be in control.
Yeah, the number one thing you're going to pay for, the copyright.
Yeah.
That's key.
And those have to be re-upped all the time.
Well, on the copyright, every time, like say you publish a book, that book's under the copyright, but say you push like the Steins 2, you got to reapply because why? It's not the Steins, it's the Steins 2. Still King's characters, it's still under your name and like that, but you got to keep stuff like that.
Right.
So, and then like say you're doing a comic book, not only do you the copyright, but you need to trademark the title.
That's when you say the Steins 2, though, that's if you're calling it the Steins 2. If it's the Steins issue 2, it's not the same thing.
Well, on my novels, it's the Steins 2, the Steins 3.
Right.
And they have different titles too. Like Steins 2 is called Carmilla, Steins 3 is called The Battle of Shirin.
But if you're just putting out a second comic, but it's the same title, that doesn't.
Yeah, no. Like on the comic, like with this one, this one's actually called The Steins Rise of the Vampires.
Right.
So if I put out a second comic book, it'll be the Steins, but it may have a different title underneath it. But the title underneath it's just the chapter name. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The logo is just the Steins. So.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
It's like everything else in the world nowadays, Don. It's they just want to fucking find another way to get $1 out of you.
Dude, exactly.
That's all it is. That's all it is. Think about permits and shit in real life, like your car insurance, your registration, like all that stuff.
Dude, don't even get me started on the fucking absolute scam that insurance is.
Absolutely.
Holy shit.
And here's the other thing. If you're going to publish it, like say you're going to push it on Amazon or something, you got to get an ISBN number for every version of your book.
Yeah.
And I mean, like with comic book, I got 5 different covers. Well, that's 5 different ISBN numbers.
Now, is that just for the Library of Congress or that for commerce?
No, that's where you just sell them. That's where you get the barcode.
Yeah.
To sell internationally and all that stuff. You have to have the ISBN number.
When you're doing if you're selling it, like let's say you're doing it and you're selling it off your website or you're selling it through a publisher, you need all that shit. If you're doing it off of crowdfunding, you don't need that.
Yeah, unless you're going to go to retail.
Yeah.
It's like honestly, you're going to go into Barnes and Nobles and stuff. You got to have the ISBN.
Yeah.
ISBN numbers. Yeah, you got to have those.
Can I just make my own number up?
Nope, because it's registered.
I know.
It's a global registry too.
Yeah. Everything's designed to keep the man down.
So the one at Kindle and the one at Apple, they're the same ISBN number because they're classified as a digital copy. My audiobook, that's a different ISBN number. My paperback is ISBN number. My hardback's an ISBN number. And
you got lawyers for all this shit, dude?
Yeah, I do.
I would hope so.
I have a lawyer. Yeah. His name is Bruce. His name is Bruce Thorpe. He is certified business lawyer in the state of Texas, Colorado, California, New York, Washington, D.C., and he handles immigration. He handles business. He handles defense. He's actually stood before the Supreme Court several times.
Well, if he handles immigration, we'll have to put him in touch with Omar.
Why would the owner of Warner Brothers not have lawyers?
I don't know, man.
So, and I'll tell you how I met Mr. Thorpe. Mr. Thorpe used to be the president of the National Wrestling Association.
Really?
And since I was working for New Japan Pro Wrestling, I got to meet him and found out he lived in Texas. And so when I came back over here, he would call me saying, "Hey, are you free to chaperone the NWA World Champion?" And I would say, "Sure." And so I would take 2 or 3 weeks, and go chaperone the NWA World Champion. For he paid pretty good for it too.
Cool.
We just became real good friends. So yeah, he even helped me with my immigration case with Aing when we were trying to get her over here, and he did everything he could to help me with that.
Nice.
But that was a complete,
What happened? Why didn't it work out?
U.S. Code 635, Military Code 734, stating that anybody with Class A36 clearance could not marry anybody that was overseas whose parents or relatives worked above a city official for the Communist Party.
Wow. In other words, bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about how
I even had the highest ranking chaplain in the entire United States military as his character witness.
Lord
And
mercy.
I still got told no. So that's why I'm not married.
I'm sorry, James.
See? Things happen.
Shit does suck. I don't know if I should have the claws out in front of his face, because then I'll hide all the work I did on his face. I don't want to do that. I'll just have it where he's...
Yeah, he's grabbing his hair. It looks good.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the other arm.
Oh,
Fuck. See, originally I had it where he was going to be like, all the claws were going to be coming out like this way across his face, like he was going
Right.
to flash his face off. Damn it. You know what?
you could stick the pointer finger out and make it being jammed into his eye socket.
That's a good idea. I might do that. I think I'm just going to take that part off right there. This is why I like to work digitally. And then I think I'm going to just kind of bring this down a little bit. And I can bring the claws down this way, like he's going to rip them in the chest there. Like the...
Oh, yeah.
I think that might work a little bit better. Then I can do a little bit more work down Pitt himself. Yeah, I think that'll work.
You put his chain belt on.
Goddamn directive control, all creative shit. God damn it.
Yep. Yeah, what you talked about in our press. Yep. That's exactly how it works.
Who did what to the scrambled eggs?
Well, pay attention in chat.
Dude, this isn't my channel. I don't got to pay attention to the chat.
Hank, you're in the chat again? Oh, no, genuine. Yeah, Frank. When I pressed the story I made for AP specifically, I basically had to pay the production of the book myself. Right? Yeah, you're talking about Antarctic Press too, though, but they don't operate like most companies did. They kind of, anyone they hired outside of their core staff was basically creator owned in the sense that it was your creation, and they were just going to publish you, but you had to pay for a lot of stuff. It's still the way they were operating up until recently.
Yeah, that's the way it was working. I mean, that's how Naomi got published.
Yeah.
But then Diamond screwed all of it up.
Well, because when Diamond tanked,
And I pressed it. That was it.
and Arctic Press said, we don't have a distributor anymore. We can't publish all you independents anymore. So sorry.
Yeah, because Ben's now on Kickstarter and Indiegogo.
Right.
So
you know, that's listen. That's that whole thing with Diamond going down. That's a rough thing for people to have to deal with that are
The
in.
thing,
Yeah.
the thing about it is you had a monopoly model that was not sustainable,
Right.
and it finally crashed and burned.
The problem I saw by just you know, I started talking a lot and listening a lot to what's his name from Antarctic Press, the
Ben,
Ben Dunn, and in talking and listening to him, you realize that Antarctic Press is just not a house full of go-getters. They're really not. They're not pushing the envelope. They're not running around every day trying to find the next way to build the company. They're kind of like they made what name they had for themselves back in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s, and then they went on cruise control.
and they're still on cruise control.
Yeah, and when you offer that advice to them, like, hey, maybe you should try going down this path, maybe you should go this way. Like, I know it took them, I think it took Ben a while to get the whole let's do some of our books on crowdfunding thing to pass their board meetings. And their board meetings are basically him, his brother, and a couple other guys.
Yeah,
Nice.
I know. The thing is, and you can look at two companies side by side. You can look at Brian Polito and Coffin, and you can look at Antarctic Press.
Right.
And Brian Polito and Coffin are just rocking and rolling. They are.
Because he's on his shit all day long from the minute he wakes up to the minute he goes to sleep.
He was like this in the 90s.
Yep.
He never stopped.
Nope. And that's just who he is. That's how
Yeah,
he's
that's
made.
what he is. That's why he's such a great guy. But his drive is unbelievable, especially with his comics. And then his fans are so loyal to him.
Well, that's the thing. He's not just a comic creator. He doesn't just have something that everybody wants. He pushes it out there to the people that might not want it, to the people that might be on the fence. He gets them in.
That's why somebody asked me, well, why don't you just focus on comic book conventions? I was like, why would I give up the horror conventions when my stuff's horror?
Right.
Because one of the biggest events that I ever went to was the big Fright Fest here in Dallas. And
Okay.
they only had 2 authors on the list because everybody else was actors and stuff. They had Stephen King and myself. Now I'm scared to crap because I'm going to be doing a convention with Stephen King, and I'm the new guy.
Right.
I only had my first 2 books out. I didn't have book 3. So I'm sitting here going like, holy shit, what am I going to do? I'm like really worried. So I get there at 6 o'clock in the morning. No, I'll tell you about 9 o'clock at night, I do my setup. Then they show me where I'm going to be set up at. So I go home 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm up fixing to leave the house to go to the convention to get ready. Just before I leave, I get a phone call.
Right.
Stephen King backed out.
Oh shit.
You scared him, James?
I'm like,
Word.
no, you don't understand. I'm like, oh shit.
Now it's all on you, son.
So I get there, and they're like, we got to move your table. I was like, why? Well, you're going to go where Stephen King was at. I was like, huh? So I'm like, there's like 7 people there to pick up all my stuff and move it. And we're like 30 minutes before the doors open. So I'm hungry. So they got a cafeteria there in the building. So I go out the back, go to the cafeteria and get food. Well, I come back around the thing. And I'm looking at all these people in line to get in the building.
Because they all think you're Stephen King.
No. So I'm walking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there's still nobody told them that Stephen King's not there. That's what I was thinking. Like,
Right.
oh, shit, there's going to be a riot. And I keep looking at people that's got my book.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. I knew my sales were good, but I didn't know they were that good. And so I go in. through the doors, because nobody's ever seen me. You know what I'm saying? In the horror conventions, they don't know what my face looks like. You know,
Right.
Stephen King, you can pick out. They don't know my face. So I go sit down at my table, and I got a couple of sodas and stuff like that, and I've got somebody that's going to help me. That door opens up, and I started signing autographs at 11:30, and I didn't stop till like 6:30.
Nice, dude.
That's awesome.
I mean, dude, on the first day, everything on my table sold out on the first day.
Nothing wrong with that.
Completely, I was like, I didn't have anything at home. I mean, I bought everything I had.
Let me tell you, if I had walked around and saw everybody holding my book, I would have been like, "That's right, bitches. Best thing ever read."
No, I didn't want to say,
Dude.
dude. No, I didn't want to say anything because I'm out there and I have nobody with me. Think about that. If I'd have said something, I'd have got mobbed.
I would have been like, "Rip my pants
That's
off."
right,
That's
bitches.
right.
I still would have done it, dude.
Rip my pants off.
No,
That's right.
No. So
Party people in the house.
I go. So yeah, that was my first adventure at the Horror Fest. And I've been back twice, and I've always had great times with them.
But that, as scary as that might have been at first, and when you're doing the realization, that had to be a cool feeling. At least when all was said and
I'll
done.
tell you the feeling it was. Was you remember when Homage went on tour for Killer Instinct?
Yeah.
And you went to the comic book store, and the lines were all the way out the block and around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I was with two of my friends that night, and I was with Kelsey. I said, one day I'm going to be sitting where they are. And when I sit down at that table, that whole experience hit me in my mind
Yeah.
that I actually did it.
That now you're there.
Yeah,
The thing you said you were going to do, you're there.
That, you know, and it was an event that I just like, oh, I cannot wait. And I was like, I can't wait to see what happens when book 3 comes out. You know, because I only had the first 2 books. And then the next year I came back with book 3, and that was an experience. And this time Stephen King was there, so it wasn't that bad. It wasn't. I didn't get the.
You should have walked up and said, "Where were you at, bitch?"
Well, no, I actually. If you ever talk to Stephen King,
It hasn't happened in a while.
and not politics, okay? Politics, he's a loony left. But if you just sit there and talk to him, he is one of the funniest guys you've ever met in your life. He's a barrel of laughs. I mean, dude, he cuts jokes and everything. I was just like, I'm thinking this guy's gonna be morbid as hell, and this whole thing. But no, he's just, the whole thing.
Yeah, I got to say, he does come off like a creeper.
Yeah.
He does come off like a creeper.
I mean, just by some of the interviews and stuff. But I mean, you meet him in real life, he is the most joyful, comical guy you've ever met in your life. It's like, okay.
Because I would look at him and I'd be like, all right, he looks creepy, and
Such
now
a
look at what he
weirdo.
writes about.
Yeah.
The funniest thing, now I'll tell you, now this is where I was telling you about royalties and stuff, and this is the one that shocked me the hell out. Guess how much money he got paid for The Shining?
Not much, was it?
Which version?
The movie.
I
I
heard
don't
he
know.
didn't like the movie,
Yeah, because it was too derivative from his book,
and he did not like Jack Nicholson's portrayal of Jack Torrance either.
But I'm
and they
saying,
changed the story.
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, guess how much they paid him?
I have no idea.
This is where I talk about when you're doing a book deal, get as much money as you can. He got paid $120,000.
Soul motherfucker.
Now that was back in what, the 70s?
Yeah, but think about how much millions of dollars that movie made.
You can't possibly foresee that, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
I know.
that's what I'm saying. So, like today, and I'm not going to tell you what Warner Brothers offered me, but I told them to stick it. I said nope. But they lowballed me, and I was like, no, we're not playing that bullshit.
That was all. That also still, it wasn't at the beginning of the movie business and industry, but it was kind of still new to properties being translated into movies.
But he was saying that for him, getting that money was a life sentence because he was broke.
Right.
I mean, if you listen to him, him and his wife was what kept him going because he was making no money off his books.
Well, that's what dictates. That's why comic creators in the mainstream don't get paid a lot. That's why in movies and when they transfer, when they convert a book into a movie and all that shit. The reason why they lowball these people is because they know that artists and a lot of writers and all this stuff, for the most part, a lot of them are just scraping by.
Yeah.
And not only that, but let's face it, you're 21, you're 22 years old.
Yeah.
You're at a comic book convention and Marvel says, hey, we want to hire you to come work for us. We got a contract for you. You're not going to say, well, how much payment? No, you're going to say, holy shit, I get to draw Marvel, I get to draw X-Men, I get to draw, this. You're going to jump at it. The only thing is, you don't read the fine print saying that anything you create while you're working for us belongs to us. You don't see those bylines. And that's what got a lot of people. And that's what got us back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. They didn't read their contracts.
And they walk in their house and they're taking your firstborn, and you're like, what's going on? It's just
like Bob Kane and Finger. When they did the contracts, he agreed to the contracts.
Right.
He agreed to the deal. It wasn't like it. It wasn't like put a
Dude, they fucked Bob Finger. Come on,
No, I'm not saying they didn't fuck him over. I'm just saying he signed the document. This is
true. But I mean, at the same time, they've had plenty of time to make that shit right.
No, they don't have to. That's the point.
They don't have to, but it speaks goodwill. You know what I mean?
Okay, goodwill in business, bullshit.
Yeah, maybe.
That's the way business is out for one thing.
Maybe, but I mean, still, it goes a long way with the fans. You know what I mean? The general public.
Fans don't. Okay. When did you find out about Bill Finger?
Back in the 90s, dude.
But I'm
saying, I got serious about being a comic book creator.
But you didn't know about him in the 80s. You didn't know about him in the 70s. You didn't know about him in the 60s.
Well, I wasn't born in the 60s.
What I'm getting at is the contracts that were done back in those years were heavy protection to the companies, not to the artist. And the artist, this is why I always stress, get an attorney before you sign anything.
Oh, yeah.
Because why? A good business attorney would have seen it and said no.
Well, the problem is right now is that they're still doing it. You know what I'm saying? And
there's nothing illegal about doing it. That's the point.
Right. And a lot of these business attorneys, believe it or not, a lot of these business attorneys that are older, they used to be on the company side. That's how they got to know how to handle it from the perspective.
That's exactly what it is. And that's like what I was talking about with Bruce. When the Von Erichs did the deal with WWE, he was the attorney that handled the Von Erich side. So he knew what he was going into.
Right.
He's not
right because they used to do it.
Yeah, he knew what he knew everything.
They know how to fuck you over.
So when I said, like I said, I had 5 different contracts that were sent to me for my books. And the first thing I did was I went over to his house and I said, what do you think of these? And the first one he picked up was Penguin House, and he read halfway through it, and he just like, no. I mean, that was the first thing it was like, no. And so he went through all of them, and he said, out of all of them, this is your best deal. And I would recommend you doing this deal.
Right.
And that's the one I went with, and I have been very happy with it. The only thing I don't like about it is I have to wait 90 days before I get paid.
Fuck that.
No, there's a thing called...
Go in there and get your money, James.
No, it's called rebound. So if a book's returned or anything like that, and the book gets destroyed, you're not out any money, and you don't have to reimburse anything, so they have a 90-day return policy, and after 90 days, they release the money.
Oh, okay. But you should still go in there and get your money.
Well, I get my money. It's just what I'm getting like right now. The books that so the books in October I'll get in January. That's the money.
We send a whole damn studio crew down there to get your money. I don't give a shit.
Don't work that way, dude.
Get my boy paid now.
Hey, if you want something published, you got to play by the rules.
Listen, when you go into these meetings, you got to just wear that T-shirt all the time that says, "Bitch, better have my money."
That's right. Pay a pimp.
Yeah, you go in with that. I guarantee you go in with that and sit down. They get up and walk out.
They only do it once.
Their loss.
That's right. They will. It's their money.
Pay a pimp.
So
.com.
.com. That's it. Payattempt.com. I like it.
But yeah, like when you're dealing with like Warner Brothers or any of the movie studios or Disney, anything like that, they'll come in and they'll go like, okay, we want your property, and we think we can make such and such movies out of it, and we're willing to give you such and such money for your property. The minute you sign the document on that payment for your property, that is all you're ever going to get for your properties. Even if they make billions of dollars, you're not going to get anything else.
Oh, I'll get mine.
You sign the document. It's a legal binding document. You can't get past
That's
it.
my shit. I know people.
Yeah.
I got uncle. He used to be in the Hells Angels, motherfucker. I go get my shit.
But yeah,
Listen, I love my creations, but if Disney turned to me and said, I'll give you $4 million to buy whatever you're doing right now off of you, they would have it in hand before they could finish the sentence.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, dude, you sold, bitch.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And you know what? Because I'm the one that created that, I'll have something created the next day that's better than that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm broke, dude. I need some money.
So
that's what they go look for. I mean, seriously, that's what they'll go look
Homie needs a new pair of shoes.
is
$4 million, no matter what anybody out there thinks, will
I can
solve a
create
lot of your
characters all
problems.
day. You know what I mean?
It'll solve a lot of your problems, and it'll allow you to do this without a lot of the headaches moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got $4 million. What's the first thing that happens?
I put it in the bank.
And then what happens?
Then I start collecting the interest on that motherfucker and living off of that.
Yeah.
And then comes Uncle Sam.
And I pay him his taxes and send him on his way.
Uncle Sam could have his taxes off of that.
Mm-hmm.
I get what, 6? Maybe a little less. I know how to budget, dude. I'm living.
The bottom line is with that $4 million, what I was trying to do just got $4 million easier.
Yeah, exactly. I can definitely forgive any transgressions in the future. Make $4 million buys a lot of transgression forgiven.
And I have complete faith that whatever I do next will be even better because it'll take Disney like 10 seconds flat to ruin what I gave them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, yeah, they're going to ruin everything. You already know that.
So
they'll come back to you and be like, "Hey, remember that thing you did? Yeah. You got another one?
You got something else for me?
Here's another check. Cool.
That'd be nice to have a nice rotating $4 million door with Disney, right?
Here's another check. All right, cool. See ya.
I'll see you when you fuck that one up too.
Say, they send me another check, man. All right, cool. Where's your taxes at?
Yep.
Brought you. All right, cool. We'll be down in a minute. Yeah, I can do that all day.
It's but it's definitely not right the way business fucks over the little guy.
I agree.
The main thing is the bigger the business, the more money they want to make, and how they do it is they do it as long as they can not break the law, they'll do it.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I'm pissed because I was brought in on it as one of the artists. My father was brought in as the other artist, and the guy that wrote it's the one that brought us in. We became three-way partners in a cartoon concept. And we had our first sit down after we did all the creating and the storyboarding and all that stuff. And we had our first big meeting with MTV, which owned Cartoon Network and all that shit. And they were willing, because of the way their contracts worked, their buyouts worked at the time. It was a $3 million, no negotiation. You had no rights to do anything. Like you couldn't make toys or merchandise off the stuff. It was theirs. The only thing you got was you got your $3 million, and you got credit for it in everything they did. So you were the creator of this eternally, no matter whether they owned it or not.
Correct.
Which in and of itself is huge when someone like Nickelodeon or MTV or Cartoon Network is airing your stuff, especially if it makes it big, because who created that? This person. Okay, you're pretty much going to be able to write your check moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Write your own ticket, and me and my father were all down to do it because that was going to be $1 million minus the taxes, but it was for first time out of the gate creation. Nobody was married to this idea. Like there was no integrity in this project where it's like, oh, I can't because you're going to ruin it. No, fuck that. We didn't care. So we were going to get credit for it. We were going to be on one of the biggest networks, all this shit. And the one guy that created it wanted to hold out and go check other places. He spent 2 years shopping this thing around. MTV took their offer off the table after X amount of time. And it ended up where the only bite we got in the end was a $25,000 potential book deal. And I tell you, that obviously that ruined that partnership because I couldn't see ever doing business with this guy again moving forward.
I don't think I could either.
I was like, so you gave us a 2-year runaround, threw $3 million out the window, and now you're asking us to settle on a $25,000 book deal, which we now have to split 3 ways.
Negative.
You owe me more than that for the artwork I did.
It happens.
Yep. So that's greed right there, people. That's just pure greed.
Greed or bad business.
This guy just thought that this project was going to be worth more than the $3 million, and he got blinded. I guess the offer from a big name for $3 million gave him a big ego, thinking, oh well, I could get whatever I want for this, and in the end, there was nothing.
Oh yeah.
No, he's got nothing.
The funny thing is he's passed away. My father's passed away. I'm the only one still alive, and I still have all the stuff.
And you're still mad about it.
I think I should go and try and sell it again.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
But not to Paramount now because they're all fucked up now.
Yeah, you don't want James to get your trade secrets.
No, I'm talking about Paramount, which is the owner of MTV and everything. They just completely.
Oh, they're a hot mess right now, dude.
They totally imploded.
I read today they're like firing a bunch of MTV people.
Oh, really? They're firing several hundred people.
They might not actually be in MTV before it's over.
What did they do?
Oh, so okay. Oh, you haven't heard of it?
Money.
No.
Okay, so
I didn't know what they did.
Okay, Paramount. So you remember MGM?
Yes.
Remember what happened to MGM?
What happened to him? No.
Okay, so
I didn't pay too much attention to that shit.
Short version, MGM did exactly what Paramount did and got split up in 3 different companies and became gutter garbage. And part of it's owned by Warner Brothers, part of it's owned by Amazon. So now Paramount, who basically did the same fucking thing, got bought out by a company called Stellantis, and they're going to chop up everything they can to sell off properties to make cash so they can pay off all the debts and then move everything to Spain.
Jesus.
Paramount's toast. MTV toast.
It's a shame too because all these companies had so much fucking money. They had so much clout.
Well, I'll tell you, it's called mismanagement and doing stupid projects. When you have movies after movie after movie come in, where you're spending $100 to $200 million on it, and they don't make $35-40 million at the box office.
Yeah, and they think just yelling at the audience saying, "You don't know what you're talking about. We ain't woke."
You've got to pay the piper, and the banks don't play games.
That's cracked me up recently. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but like now, every time a movie fails or flops or whatever, the fucking they go and blame the audience. Oh,
well, not anymore. Now they're saying who the fucking dipshit that wrote this crap.
Right. Well, that's what it always should have been.
Because I'll tell you the one that really got the freaking thrown out the door and out the back door and around the corner and off the block and out of the city was the idiot that did Joker 2.
Dude, I heard that was such a bad movie.
It was bad.
You're talking about a guy getting thrown out the door faster than anything. Warner Brothers, they're like, don't even let the paint dry. He's out the door. They were, oh God, they were pissed. Same thing with Furiosa.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
I keep hearing it's
Furiosa.
good.
I said Furiosa, when they announced they were going to do the movie, I said, you're full of shit. I said, everybody wants to see Mad Max. They don't want to see the sidekick's backstory.
Yeah, it was just a fucking prequel to the Sidekick.
Yeah, and everybody, they kept saying, oh, it's a Mad Max tale, Mad Max. And people went and saw it, and they were like, Mad Max is not even in this movie. I'm not,
He's on the hill at the very end, just before the credits.
but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
That's messed up.
everybody's like, screw this crap. And it bombed worse than I said, and I told them it was going to bomb. I said the other mistake they made was they put fucking Dune and Godzilla 3 weeks apart.
Yeah.
I was like, what kind of bullshit is that?
Why don't they listen to you, James?
Well, they kind of do now. I mean, right now, Warner Brothers is actually making some money.
I feel bad for the actress that played Furiosa, because isn't she the same one that was in the New Mutants?
Oh yeah, the one that played Ileana.
It's the same character, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Same actress.
You mean the same actress? Yeah.
Yeah. and
Don't
she-
get me wrong. The actress is fine. It's just the movie.
well, that's what I'm saying. She's a good actress, and she's been associated with a couple of shit movies.
I'll tell you the thing about the New Mutants was when they put Magica in the movie, that kind of helped. That helped it quite a bit.
Absolutely.
But
But you can only help it so much. You know what it is? I don't think it was a shit movie. I just think it was it didn't do nothing.
Marketed at all.
They didn't market it. It didn't do nothing for me. The story wasn't enticing.
the only thing it was basically the first three, 4, 5 stories of New Mutants with the bear.
Yeah.
And they put Magic in there because why? We needed a character that everybody would know, and the girl that played Magica did a hell of a job.
Yep.
But it was like, I'll tell you what it was like. It was like watching the fucking Flash movie where Batman is the only thing that's worth a damn in that movie, and every time he's off screen, the movie sucks.
Yeah.
I didn't like the Flash movie at all.
I watched it just for Michael Keaton.
Well, I watched it for Michael Keaton, and I was very happy to see that they put George Reeves in there and Christopher Reeves in there, and I was happy with that.
Yeah.
But other than that, I thought the movie sucked.
Well, they used the Superman Forever character. He was in there.
Yeah, all the Supermans were in there. Yeah.
Oh,
Great.
I didn't like that part
Even-
at all, dude.
Even the Superman character that was just a rumor.
George Reeves.
Yeah.
And the Supergirl, the
Yeah.
blonde-haired girl.
It was great.
I thought that whole last part was just exceptionally stupid.
It was stupid.
It was really the way they did it was so bad. It wasn't fun.
Yeah. And I just never, you know what? Before all the drama unfolded behind the character, the guy that played the Flash, I just didn't like him as the Flash anyway, dude.
He sucked.
He was a
I
bad
mean-
Flash.
Even if he was not a big jerk in real life, I still wouldn't have liked him as the Flash.
No, I didn't
Should be the
like
name of his
I
autobiography.
was like, dude, this guy's
Because he was bad at it.
Did you guys see both of the new shows, Fantastic Four and Superman?
I've seen them both, yeah.
I've seen Superman. I haven't seen the Fantastic Four.
I haven't seen either one yet, and
I enjoyed Superman because it's probably the most comic book version of him
Yeah, it's really good.
since '79.
Superman seems to be the one I'm more interested in seeing.
Yeah. It's,
Fantastic Four is not doing much for me.
The thing I liked about Superman was I thought he played a good Superman, especially when you figured out who really was the one fighting him.
Okay.
And when you figure out who that guy is, you're like, okay, this makes a hell of a lot of sense.
Right.
And the supporting cast, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl,
dude, Guy Gardner was awesome.
dude, Guy Gardner, goddamn, dude, he was
It's
phenomenal.
fucking perfect.
Guy Gardner was perfect. Hugger was okay.
Yeah, she's alright. She's
Mr.
cute.
What's his name? Terrific.
Mr. Terrific stole the movie.
He was fantastic.
Every chance he got, he stole the movie.
The other thing I really, so here's the things I really enjoyed about the Hall of Justice. I really loved that they went and filmed it at the real building that was based on the cartoon.
Right.
And they actually had the words Hall of Justice on the building.
Yeah.
I loved that. I loved what's his name? The guy that created the sun.
Oh, Metamorpho.
Metamorpho, holy shit! The way they did him, he was great.
Yeah, that was good too.
Crypto was good.
I heard Metamorpho has a really small part in it, though.
No, he's got a bigger part.
No, he's pretty big.
All right.
It's a pretty big part. Yeah, he has a. Yeah,
I mean, it's not big in the way of screen time, but it's definitely big in the way of story.
Yeah, he's very important in the movie. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll put this. It will surprise you to see how important he is.
Okay.
Hi, Max.
But now this is the one that got me because I'm sitting there watching all the news reporters talking, and I'm looking at them like, no fucking way. So I'm thinking they CGI Christopher Reeves in there as one of the reporters.
That was his kid.
And then you find out that it's actually his son that's in there, who's a real reporter for ABC News. But when you look at him, he could play an alternate version of Superman. Cause I saw him in the airport the other day, and he's big, dude. He's the size of his daddy.
Right.
Just like his daddy. He could play Superman easy. But yeah, they got him in the movie. Lex Luthor, parts of him was great.
I like the guy they got to play him.
That's what I'm saying. Parts of him was great.
Yeah.
And he really does Lex Luthor. And then there's other parts I'm like, he's a strung up, hybrid, rich Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Well, the guy that plays him, I like him as an actor.
He's good.
I've seen him in some stuff, but he does have. He, as an actor, is one of those guys that has the
ability to play whatever.
Yeah, but he also what's his name? He reminds me of the guy that played Ghost Rider. He's fucking
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage. He overacts sometimes. Like he gets a little too hyper, gets a little too into it.
I thought that was the point of Lex Luthor, was to be overacted a little bit.
Like I said, there's parts of him that he does really good, and there's other parts I was like, oh, okay.
Well, Luther's one of those people that 98% of the time he's calm, cool, and collected. And then whenever you talked about something, whenever you said something positive about Superman, is when that little chaos showed.
Yeah.
Because that was his trigger.
The other thing I liked about this movie was he's been around for about 3 years as Superman. So people know him, they're knowing him. You know what I'm saying? He's not just showing up at the beginning.
Right.
So we're getting him.
So he's established when this movie kicks off.
Yes, he's established as Superman. Yes. The other thing is Supergirl does not steal the show. She comes in and then she goes.
I think the fact that she's a party girl was hysterical.
Oh, I thought, dude. I mean, she looked like Supergirl. I was like, oh my god. I mean, you talk about perfect casting.
I do like that actress. I do think
she's fantastic. I loved her in Game of Thrones. In House of the Dragon.
Not too many people like her. I like her.
I liked her. She could be up there with Sydney Sweeney.
People are like, oh, she looks a little weird. I don't think so.
I mean, that'd be the interesting thing. Have her as Supergirl and have Sydney Sweeney as Power Girl. That'd be okay.
Magic.
Put them on the screen together. Oh yeah, okay.
They'd have good genes.
Yeah, but yeah, that was pretty good. They did use one of the Authority characters that Jim Lee created.
The engineer.
The engineer.
Yeah, out of all the people in all his stables that they could have used, I was like, really, the engineer is what you went with?
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, at least you got it in. So.
Yeah. I mean, I guess because they want to do. I think wasn't there talks that they want to do an Authority movie?
They are doing an Authority movie.
Yeah, so that's why she was there. But I don't know, man.
I'd rather done a Wildcats or Stormwatch story.
I don't know what their obsession is with the later coming titles, and they're like, oh, they're so great. I'm sorry, they're not great. Maybe their stories were written well, but
the first 2 or 3 years of homage stories are the best.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm like, why aren't you taking the original Stormwatch story? Why aren't you taking the original Wildcat story? Why aren't you taking any of these stories? Take Backlash, for Christ's sakes, if you got to take somebody. But you're going to go and use the last iteration of characters you had and use the Authority as your like jump off. Hey, come on.
No, what I did like what they came out and said was they were going to do a Sergeant Rock and Easy Company movie.
Oh, okay.
I heard they canceled that.
No. It's not canceled.
Well, guys, I'm done.
Yeah, gentlemen, I didn't realize how late it is. I think I'm going to be closing up shop too.
Well, thank you for having us on, dude.
Hey, listen, guys, I want to thank you for being on. It's been great.
Yeah. I think I finished it too, so I'm going to post it and I'm going to haul ass.
Let's look at this real quick. Oh shit! Oh, that hand's and arm is much better, dude. I like that.
It's a little mangled up, but I'm going to work with it.
Yeah, looks good, dude.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
looks good.
Zaff, thanks for having me on, bro.
No problem. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
I
man, my
appreciate it.
pleasure. Anytime, man.
Now,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not going to be on next week because I have the convention to do. So I will do some live streams from the convention though. So
James, you have fun down there, man. Get some work done.
I will.
Yeah. Well, you guys are always welcome. So if you're available, just ask for the link. Come on in.
All right, man. Good night.
Good night, guys. Thank you, James Slater. All right, everybody. Well, it has been a full night. I have made sure that this went over 5 hours. So I don't know, Pops. I'm a little tired to edit it, so maybe I'll edit it moving forward. So if you could humor me with the 5 hour show, that'd be great. Yeah, Brink, thanks for coming by in the chat. Everybody else in the chat, thank you for dropping in, hanging with us, watching us, listening to us. But yeah, Dave, if you're up next time and you want to come on in, man. I don't know if you caught the Thursday stream, but I had everybody. We were all drawing perfect 10 characters. We do a Wheel of Dread spin, which is there's two of them. We spin to pick a character on the indie scene, and then we spin to put them in a scenario. And we picked perfect 10 for the characters, and we picked the Rob Liefeld treatment as how we were drawing them. So we gave all your characters pouches, big hair, big shoulder pads. You know how it goes. But yeah, next time I see you on stream, I'll show it to you. Show you what it looks like. If you're watching right now, you know what? If you're watching right now, I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to show you right now if you haven't already seen this. But here we go. There it is. Now, I don't know the character's name, but you had a cover with her on it. She looked very voodoo type character. But as you can see, I gave her the Rob Liefeld Blood Wolf hair. Gave her big skull shoulder pads. She didn't wield the gun, so I gave her a really large version of her sword. And then we come down here and we got little tiny baby feet. So there you go. All right, everybody. I thank you very much for joining us this evening and this morning. And as always, it is my pleasure to be here for you. Go back, Addicts Unbound Fury 2 now on Kickstarter. If you have not, the link is in the chat. And yeah, because at some point tomorrow, when I get a moment, I'm going to be closing that out so I can start getting everything together for printing. All right? All right, everybody. I'm going to leave you with this. Night all.
If you missed the live viewing of any Madness Entertainment Group production, you can find all our content on Roku or as a member of this channel. We'll see you next time on the Madness Entertainment Group.